All right, we're back. Well, I'm back. Also,
I'm
you're
also back.
probably you're back too.
Yep.
All right. So this is the grand finals, best 2 of 3. So even if team loses the first one, they got 2 chances to try and take it all. I might have not said this at the start, but this is actually prized by right. So the winner of this gets a lot of RP. They get the triumphant they get some rise skin, triumphant rise. Second place gets a decent amount of RP, and then third and fourth place too, which that match is going on right now. Each of those get a little bit of RP too. So congratulations to everyone so far for at least getting something.
Woo! Constellation prizes are the best.
Yes, yes. Pity RP is the best. But let's take a look here. We see the same. Oh, game's been paused just for a second here.
Froggin', please.
Yeah. Let me see chat. Let me get out of here and see if something's going on. Alright, well, it looks like someone's having a little bit of a ping issue, so we're gonna wait just a minute until that resolves out. I want to go ahead and...
Yeah, the servers crashed right before we started the tournament.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, earlier, you mean? I'm just gonna go ahead and... Okay. It looks like we're about to start here. Everything was resolved. Alright, so without further ado, the actual finals are about to start. Alright, so good. I think both these teams are actually playing on the West Coast. So their ping is already ridiculously low. Probably what happened was one person's ping was... oh man, I can't do any of my spectator stuff now. Hold on. There we go. Okay, sorry. Probably their ping was like 7, and then it jumped to 9, and that's why they couldn't play anymore. That's probably what happened. Here I am sitting with
QQ
70 ping or something like that. But anyway, we actually see Kale top lane. It's actually Lisa in jungle, so that got switched. So Kale against Olaf. She goes ahead and clears that first wave. What'll be interesting is if Olaf can hit level 2, maybe a little bit, maybe at the same time as Kale, maybe around the same time, he should be able to get a lot of damage on her early. He gets the early level 2. If he lands 1 Q, he should be able to win that. Jarvan and Lee Sin having a dance-off right here at the health relic.
Oh, Lee should win that, yeah.
But Morgana, good rotation right there. Olaf right there to help. Blue team putting out some early... I mean, they're posturing up as if they want to put some pressure right there. Morgana put out some Tormented Solar. I actually haven't seen Morgana as a pick pretty much ever. But it could be a common thing. I haven't played threes in quite some time. But she throws out a Binding Misses. They're getting a lot of early damage on Jarvan. He's going to be able to walk away. Lee Sin goes in with the Q. Oh my gosh, and it made my camera go all over the place when he did that. They're gonna
Blue side's got a really good positioning on this.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to force that early altar pressure. I think this is the 3rd game in a row that they've been able to do it. Jarvan's going to come in, try and stop it maybe with a staff, but Lee Sin's right there.
Binding. Yep.
She goes in and throws the Tormented Soil on the whole thing, just kind of to stop the capture. If you take damage while on the altar, it stops the capture a little bit. Olaf coming around, and
they're taking too much damage now.
Jarvan's going in. He gets the exhaust thrown on. Lee Sin goes in. Lee Sin, Kale picks up first blood. They're going to be able to pick up the kill on Lulu too, and there's still stuff going on right here. So 1 for 1. That was pretty clean. Kale still here at full health. Has everything, but that Tormented Soil, that is just so strong for altar control. Holy cow.
I think blue side got the better deal out of that because there are so many minions that was lost for Olaf in the top lane.
Yeah, and also too, it looks like they're gonna be able to pick up the altar too. She throws another Tormented Soul on there, and Jarvan's gonna be able to come in and stop this for good. Olaf's coming to rotate. Good rotation by Olaf. He sees what's going on right here. Lulu's...
That's a really good response by Purple Team.
Yeah, I mean, that was textbook how you do it. Morgana, that's playing her to her full potential right here. Well, not her full, but one of the many good things about her is that Tormented Soil just covers the entire altar, so anyone that tries to capture it makes it pretty difficult right here. I play a lot of Malzahar in 3s too, so I like the Void Zone too is about the similar radius, about similar size, so you can block the whole altar from being captured with something like that. But Lulu does get a pretty significant farm advantage in the bot lane, and she has decent levels on Morgana too. If Morgana can shove this out quick, she might be able to even things up a little bit. Lee Sin going for the double door and start for the jungle. Still has his Hunter's Machete, so we'll see what he turns that into. Probably Lizard Elder or the Golem. And he's coming up top for a gank right here. Olaf's pretty low. Jarvan's farming bot. Morgana and...
suspect something.
Look at this. They suspect this. And he's going to turn around. As soon as he turns around, Kayle should know. And they do land the Q. He's going to be able to pick it up and throw another one. And they should be able to get this if he can land an EQ. Oh, no. They're just going to let him walk away with it. And they see Lulu in the bottom. They could probably force something here if they wanted to. But Lulu's not rotating at all. And with the double rejuve bead, like I said at the start, usually you see Olaf's they'll rush a Hydra or a Sanguine Blade at the start, but he's going for the Hydra just for extra wave clear. And they see Kayle coming into the jungle. They probably know Lulu's there. They're going to try and force the pressure on Jarvan. He's only level 3. Morgana's coming around.
Oh, nice glitter lands.
Yeah.
Them there.
Yeah, they're going to just try and get some early jungle pressure right here. Trying to steal some camps from him. They do get the Big Wolf right there, which is pretty significant. Kayle a level ahead of Olaf right here. There's just not much they can do right now. Blue has a little bit better pushing power. And again, that Tormented Soul is blocking everything, but Lulu's trying to zone them out. Jarvan could EQ over that wall, but he's still a little bit too under-leveled right now. And they're going to be able to pick up that altar finally. Good rotation by Kayle too. Helping out right there. Pushing out her lane and then forcing Olaf to... He either has to choose between missing XP or maybe fighting. But definitely giving up that altar is the smarter choice here at the start. And look, they're just stealing that Jarvan's jungle right there. Lee Sin, very strong early jungler. And I don't think they're going to go for a dive at the top here. Morgana, she suspects something, and she's like... She started to go that way, but I think she wants to push out our lane first and force them to come down. And they're going to catch out that Jarvan right there. Kayle lands the Q. He gets the EQ away. He's still only level 3. She could throw the Tormented Soil under that little... Yep, that little choke point right there. Get out some good damage. Olaf's still forced to clear minions top. So blue team playing this really, really well. They're staying as a team. They're grouping as a team, and they're sort of catching people out. They're forcing skills and all that stuff, but what's good is they're pushing at their lane. Oh, Morgana lands and the EQ, but the Kayle comes down. Jarvan's only level 4. It gets taken down. Olaf coming in, trying to do as much damage as he can. The Black Shield gets put on him, but he might be able to finish off the Kayle, and I think heal was used on him. Lee Sin going to put down a little bit of extra damage on Morg, but all in all, just a 1 for 2 in favor of the blue team. Kayle goes down. Good pickup by Olaf, though, to finish off that kill. The ult had been used, so she couldn't use it on herself. So good awareness right there to focus her. Because as soon as her ult gets put out, she's pretty easy to focus.
Kayle only needs 2 items now with the kind of the new Korean popularity with the Nashor's Tooth and the Hurricane, and that just makes it push so much faster. Yeah,
it looks like she's rushing the Nashor's Tooth. I suspect that she'll probably actually get a Wooglets after that, just with her ult and everything. Olaf's still going for that Hydra. Jarvan, I think he's going for the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, if I'm not mistaken, with the Kindle Gem. If that's still what it builds out of, I don't know. But yeah, Kayle just shoving her lane, forcing Olaf to stay at his turret. Olaf's actually a really good roamer on this map, but it's kind of hard to do when your lane's pushed up like that. What's interesting here is you see these minions here just finally hitting each other at the top, and you don't see Kale there, so that immediately tells you that they're roaming somewhere. Olaf shouldn't be face checking that bush. Oh, he uses his ult early, flashes away, throws out the Q, and Lee Sin picks it up with his Q. He should have seen right from the very start when those minions met at the top and Kale wasn't there. She had been pushing this entire time, so kind of her behavior was just push and then force something, but she actually just wasn't there to begin with. Oh, he's gonna go for it. But they do the EQ. Nope. And, if she can land a good binding right there. She uses her ult, forces the Lulu out, but Jarvan's in a tough spot right now. They're going to have to force Lee Sin out somehow. But Lulu's coming around. She misses the binding. Lee Sin could try and come back in here if he lands a weird Q. Oh, he lands it! Snipes it with his Q! Kale uses her ult on Lee Sin just to make sure he gets out of there in time. That was just, that was great.
He was in such a sticky situation, but... Yeah. I mean, that's what Lulu's good for. That shield and that glitter lance does so much.
Yeah.
And then look, top lane, it's all the way pushed up. That's so much experience loss.
Yeah, I think this is slowly starting to get out of hand for Purple Team. It's going to be tough for them to come back from this. 3K, well, a little under 3K gold lead right now. Down 3 kills. Jarvan is just, I think all that gold is pretty much just from Jarvan, from how far he's behind. He's about 1,000 behind, but still, the amount of farm that he has is not even comparable to Lee Sin. And
Lee Sin's got 1.4, now 1.5k in the bank, and so does Kale has another 1,000.
Yeah,
so.
She just straight up bought our Nashor's Tooth right there. Probably going to get boots and then a Wooglets or something like that after, but she's just wanting to keep looking and pushing her lane. I think is she waiting to buy something? I think it was just an extra health pot or something like that. But this is getting pretty crazy. A lot of good kill participation too. So like we said before, 3s is a lot more early teamwork than 5s is. Just it's not so much as farming minions, but just staying with your team. And you can look at it just on the kill spread with everyone on the blue team. They have 5 kills total, and Lee Sin's been a part of every single one, and Kale and Lulu have been a part of 4 of the 5 each. So it's definitely not anyone's just soloing anyone, other than maybe Lee Sin with a Q snipe or something like that.
And he picked up the Tiamat, so he's ready to.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot with Lee Sin too. That's just pretty standard in general. He can clear jungle camps really, really quickly with that, and then go force pressure someone else. And good awareness by Jarvan to be there and kind of stop anything from happening there. Carol gets a free ult right there, and she's going to go back. I think she saw the Jarvan go around that top there, and she's kind of zoning Olaf from joining the team right there. But I think she's actually going to go top and force that wave. So Olaf being drawn to the bottom lane to help save this tower, but as soon as he sees that Kale top, he should start heading back towards that way.
Yeah, the siege with Lulu is so good too, and she has Athenes now.
Yeah, double Dorans and Athenes. Lulu's pretty scary.
Oh, is Jarvan caught out?
Jarvan going in. They get the binding on Kale. They need to force her ultimate. Jarvan uses his ultimate. Good. Oh, she uses the ult, but then walks away from it herself. Lulu picks up the kill on Olaf right there. They might be able to kill her. The tower's still pretty full. I don't know if they want to die this. Oh, yep, they do. Lee Sin wants to go in. Kale taking a few tower shots. She still has her ultimate. They could completely dive this. They get the ace right there. Good coordination with the tower dives. Everyone taking a few shots here and there, and they still have the Kale ult too, and Lee Sin still has his ult too, which is.
And now they just rotate top.
Yeah, they could rotate top, and then I'm sure after they get that tower, they're just going to go straight for the jungle and deny Jarvan even more farm. That tower might live, but then yeah, watch as they go back down. They'll probably take a little bit with him, or they'll just make me look stupid and just immediately back, which is usually what happens.
Now with that tower dive, even though Lee Sin went in with that Q, Kale actually got the tower aggro right before the Q landed.
Yeah,
so that was perfect.
Yeah,
dive.
That was pretty well coordinated, and I think as Lee Sin used that Q, the Morgana had stepped on the outside back range of that tower, and so even if he landed the Q, he was just one quick step away from getting out of aggro, even though he was pretty low. And look at Kale. She just clears waves so fast. Look at the early red pot, too. They are completely objective focused right now. She just wants to push lane. They want to get that top turret, I'm pretty sure, since it's already pretty low. Morgana rushing a Wooglets herself. Lee Sin going in. He doesn't know that the Olaf's there. He might be able to get caught out. Oh my gosh, Kayle coming in, doing a lot of damage. Olaf forced to use his ultimate right there. I don't think they want to dive this, but Lee Sin going in. And the Kayle ult. Oh, great coordination right there. And then look, he's on the backside. The Lulu ult goes down on him too. Pops everyone. He W's and safeguards out.
Nice
Lulu doing some damage right there. Kayle goes down. Lee Sin goes down, and they're turning this one around. Lulu flashes, picks up the Jarvan kill right there. And,
I would chase that Lulu.
Dodges the binding right there. Good turnaround by purple team.
Little too ham by.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to. They needed to get that tower a little bit lower. Maybe even get rid of it before they forced that. But still, a 1 for 2 in favor of purple team that time. So they needed a bunch of those kills that they picked up right there. That's going to help even things out a little bit. But they're still in a little bit of a hole right here.
The double potion for Kayle too.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, yeah, she's so far ahead on farm. She's got 2 kills. Definitely smart. So you can definitely tell that she's just going to go straight for objectives. And she's even just farming wherever she can. She didn't care whose lane it is.
The difficult part about threes and Lee Sin is no wards means no insects. I mean, he had his flash. I'm not sure if he had his flash up at that time, but I think he just kicked one person back, and that would have been a cleaner fight.
Yeah. I think he actually safeguarded back to someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lee Sin's a little bit trickier because you can't do all those cool ward hops that you would normally see in 5s. But Lee Sin's still very strong. Olaf and Jarvan up here. I know that they have vision of both of them up here, and there's a dive coming bot. They're gonna be able to kill that Morgana no problem. And they throw out the ultimate on.
Good binding though. That was a very good binding.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely good. And then the heal on her. So Lulu's still pretty good right here. And Lee Sin, he wants to go. Oh, he just always wants to go.
There you go.
The flash kick right there to force the Jarvan to come out. Tower aggro's on Lulu. Lee Sin safeguards to her, saves some damage from her, and they get that turret pretty cleanly. Great play by Lee Sin with the flash, with the Q landing, and then activating it and then flashing on the other side and using the R. And then look, they're just going to go ahead and take this jungle right here. About almost a 6,000 gold lead right there. Olaf checking some bushes right there. They're going to be able to take this altar again. And you can even start to look at the level advantages too. Are starting to creep in. Kayle level 12 right now. Which is not exactly what you want. And they picked up the top tower not too long ago too.
Now, if you're a god like Lee Sin, you can actually do a flash trick where when you kick, there's a channeling time, and you can flash right when the kick channels, so they can't even react to it.
Yeah.
But that's for the best Lee Sin players. So for most of us kind of casual players, I guess, for Lee Sin, it's so difficult to do.
Yeah. They're playing this pretty perfectly right now. Jarvan getting some early magic resist, which is really good. But actually, I would think with this, well, you have Kayle and Lulu. Yeah, I can understand the early magic resist. Morgana gets her Wooglets Witch Cap, which is going to be it's going to help out a lot in the team fights. It helps out more than you would actually think it would, just because I think that item's just a must buy on most casters. It just extends the fight a little bit longer.
Lee Sin's E also does magic damage. So.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like he's going to go straight for Banshees. And something happened up here, and we have a dead Olaf. So, and they're going to throw out some damage. Oh my god, the damage on and she's flashed for it too. They throw out the Jarvan ult. Does she have? She ults herself. Morgana gets a good ultimate right there, but she's going to walk out of turret range. Lulu's going to take the tower aggro, and then she's going to walk out of range.
Gosh, this combo is so annoying because there's double speeds up and then double slows.
Yeah, and they're just forcing her out. They can't even do anything. They should be able to get this turret. Morgana can't do anything. Olaf's going to come and try and save the day. I think he's going to have to force them to go back, but just that slow right there. Oh my gosh, the damage is just insane right there.
Okay. For every player playing 3s and or 5s, ban Kayle right now.
Yeah, she seems pretty strong. And she's sitting on how much? About a little over 1,000. Not quite enough for Wooglets yet, but she's getting there. The farm difference too. Lee Sin is their jungler, and he's sitting at 100, and Jarvan's only sitting not even at 60 yet. 0-7, that'll pretty much do it to you when you can't really farm when you're dead. But yeah, this game's pretty interesting so far. It'll be interesting to see next game how Purple Team reacts to this. If they, I don't know if they want to ban out the Kayle and leave, I don't know, Syndra, or you can't leave Cassiopeia open.
I agree with that.
But I think for the next game,
I think there are ways to counter Syndra because
yeah. I mean, you could get a Banshees for her, and I think that'd be pretty effective. It's hard to itemize straight up against a Lulu and Kayle, like, because you'd have to get like almost like a Randuin's for Kayle, even though there's no magic resist on it, just to help with the attack speed. But I don't know, it's kind of hard to itemize against Kayle because she does so much of each damage type.
And she shreds too. I think that's the biggest thing. It's just hard building defense because
Yeah.
of her passive and her E.
Yeah. Lulu coming around here. And I think they might want to bait this, or they might just go for it, honestly. They definitely have vision of Purple Team over here with the minions. I think they wanted to bait it out. They're going to let this minion wave push, and that's going to tell the Purple Team that, hey, probably someone's at Vial because there's 2 lanes that are MIA. Morgana's going to come check it. She's going to see no one's there, and then they're going to see them push this, and I think they're going to try and come around for a gank right here. Maybe Kayle will push this out, giving them a little bit of a clue, but I definitely think that Purple Team's aware that they want to do a play on Vial right now, especially with Lee Sin throwing out a Q like that. Jarvan's going to go, I think he wanted to go clear bottom, but he has to rotate top if Blue's going to push like that. Lulu's coming around. She's going to catch a Jarvan, throw out some damage, and she's going to force them out. And this is the moment right here. You have about a 20-second window where Jarvan has to run around where you can take this tower, and they have to take it. Good binding right there. But they should be able to get this. And see, Jarvan just now got here. Lee Sin goes in. She uses the Wooglets early. They're going to be able to burst down Olaf. No, he flashes away with his ult. Jarvan comes in, gets a great knockup on everyone, but there's no follow-up damage because everyone else was already zoned out. Olaf's going to come in, throw some damage on Kayle. Oh my gosh, the reverse dunk right there. And there's the ace right there. Oh my gosh.
Helping.
Oh, and then the swag Wooglets. That's going to be game 1 right there. Great.
Yeah.
Great game by Blue Team right there.
They just all bunched up for Kayle just to destroy them, so.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, that's game 1. I think they've already started game 2. So give me just a second here to check out what's going on. And then we might just jump in straight to game 2 right here and see what happens.